Hey, and welcome to Fumble. This is the GLT last game of the last 16 tournament. I'm Throwek,
And I'm Flex.
and we're just going to take, before the game starts, we're going to take a look at both of the teams. So, first of all, we're going to look at Teachers of the True Teaching, which is a Dark Elf team coached by Pyrigan. And what do you think, Flex? There's some beasts of players in there, isn't there?
Yes, and this team also has won a major already this year, so they're a very strong contender.
Yeah, Pyrigan at the minute is on the SR rankings. He's fourth. So he'll be looking at capitalising on that again. Now, I've just seen the game is up, so we probably won't have time to get through a lot of the teams, but they're both online and the game is starting. So I'm going to open up the game and we'll crack on.
Yes, and apparently Peregrine is going to be receiving against Big F Snurgles.
Yeah, and Big F Snurgles are what you would call probably a classic Nurgle team. There's lots of killers, plenty of claw, plenty of tackle. Yeah, I don't see anything that's majorly different in a build that you would normally see.
They won their qualifiers by absolutely demolishing everybody else, so I have high hopes for him. One thing also, those are 2,740 team value Dark Elves. That's
Yeah, I
way
know
too high.
it is. It's really high. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here with whether he can trim a bit of TV. But there's so the major he won was the Warpstone Open. And the prizes he took, I remember because I gave them to him, was he'd rolled Disturbing Presence on the Blitzer, the Legend Blitzer, and also Big Hand on a lineman, I believe, if I can find him. Yeah, Big Hand on a guard block lineman. So that's quite interesting in itself. But it was interesting to see what Peregrine does here. He's got some tasty players himself. So what's your thoughts, Flicks? What do you think? What's your call?
Well, I think it's going to be a very difficult game for both coaches. You don't want to face Snurgle in the round of 16 because you don't want to lose players before the finals. But also, I just have to give the advantage to Peregrines because he has 500 more TV than his opponent, and he also is the fourth ranked coach in the SR rankings.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we discussed that before. And looking at the inducements that the Nurgle have taken, you've got a Babe, 2 bribes, so it's clear he's going to be doing some fouling, extra reroll, magic item card, dirty trick card. Not so keen on the magic item card. I'd have taken 2 dirty tricks, I think, if we're going down the card route. I always love a good card.
Yes. Before the game starts, I just want to say that I am hoping for rivers of blood on both sides, obviously.
Well, as I play the winner, yeah, that would be amazing. Whoever goes through, just a crumbled up team would be great to face.
Are you happy to see a 172 SPPs Blitzer and a 175 SPPs lineup? He might get 2 legend skills after this game.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. But I've already been thinking if nothing really happens in terms of casualties and the Dark Elves get through, there's quite a lot to spend for me. So we'll see what happens.
Indeed.
So looking at this setup now, Nergs have set up pretty close together in the centre of the field there. Leaves plenty of space for the Dark Elves to run past. Whether he's going to do an early score or not, I don't know. He's certainly set up like he's going to push forward.
And the kickoff is quite simply not much. It's a riot. 1 turn less for the Dark Elves to score, but
yeah, so the turn counter moves forward. I don't think that will prove too much of a disadvantage to either of the teams, really.
One thing that's interesting, though, Big F set up 4 players on the line of scrimmage instead of the normal 3.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think what he's probably done is he's got a guard rotter, which is down now. But whether he was trying to utilize him somehow, I don't know. But I think the Darkies have got plenty of strength and guard on their team on that front line to counter that.
Well, 2 of them are down, but no armor breaks as of yet, so that's gotta be good for the Nurgles. Those are some resilient Nurgle warriors.
Yeah, it's my thoughts are who he's going to target with. He's obviously going to blitz with Method Man. Although thinking about it, with the theme of my team and the theme of his team, that would be quite a good matchup. Who's he going to target with his killer?
Killer on killer action. We're hoping for some blood. And no one.
Yeah, none as of yet. And obviously, there's probably going to be less of a passing game from Perrier because obviously you've got to take into account disturbing presence. So anybody that's listening that doesn't know, disturbing presence gives you a -1 modifier to pass and catch the ball, and it is multiple. So it's not. It's if you've got 4 players with a disturbing presence, then that's technically -4.
I will say though, one of the weaknesses to me that Peregrina's team has is he doesn't have any juggernaut against a lot of stand firm on Big F's side.
Yeah, stand firm's a really underrated skill sometimes.
I say we ban stand firm and sidestep altogether.
But where would the elves be without sidestep?
You replace that with claw on every skill tree.
So it'll be interesting to see here if we get any casualties. More houses commenting. Yeah, obviously. Zed's all for it, Flicks.
Wrestle on bloater action for the first block of Nurgles.
So who would you be blitzing, Flicks?
I would probably be blitzing the Witch Elf with my.
I think I would be blitzing the legend that he's left open there.
Yes. Anyhow, the blitz goes on a lino and it doesn't work out.
I think that was probably a missed opportunity there.
I would have gotten a 3-die blitz against the Witch Elf. Really tried to negate the frenzy of the Dark Elves.
Yeah, possibly, but you've got the legend there with disturbing presence himself, with a stack of skills with diving tackle, and he had a clear 2-dice block with his killer. I don't know.
True.
Maybe you should have. I think I would have taken that, trying to get rid of some key players early on.
Well, as long as the Nurgles can keep the elves all bunched up together on the line of scrimmage, they're in good shape, I think.
Yeah, it's not necessarily going to take a lot for them to dodge out. So Nurg's foul appearance working quite well at the moment.
Yes, and tentacles from the beast means the two remaining Lionels that haven't done anything yet will have a tough time getting out of there. I would imagine he just runs back with the ball, just runs away a bit.
Well, he's in no. I don't think there's any danger there. He's probably just get far enough out of any kind of reach of the Pestigors. But I think he's pretty safe now.
Yes, in my native tongue, we call that running scared, but hey.
Yeah, we have running scared here too.
Where's the blood? We want blood! Tentacles working means one gets away and one remains stuck. Such is the life of the Nurgle.
He's gone straight back into combat mode, straight back into the fray there.
I'm not sure I would have done that. You've given the Nurgles a 2-die block on your guard with Big Hand. And you know what they say about guys with big hands, right?
Yeah, they wear big gloves.
Yeah, they pick up the ball easy in tackle zones.
Okay, so he's played a card.
I'll be honest, I don't know what it does. Oh, sidestep, hypnogaze, and bonehead on the stunned Bestigor. That's interesting.
I can't work out what he's done there at all.
I don't understand, but fair enough.
Maybe there's a plan that I'm not totally sure of.
Yes, that's fine. No blood makes me disappointed. I would take the 3-die blitz on the Witch Elf and then foul with the remaining Rotter.
I see, but he's got that legend sat right there. You've got a killer that it's just easy. There we go. That's what we wanted.
Foul it! Foul it!
No need to foul this turn. He's going to be down for another turn. Although it does give you 2 shots.
Kill the Mens!
Still trying to work out that card played. It's confusing me somewhat.
I don't know why you would give one of your sweepers Bonehead on purpose, but okay.
I don't know. Anybody that's watching any of the specs have any ideas what's going on there?
Well, Big F is known for 2 things, for being big and for being F. So I imagine he's got a plan.
Yeah, so Morehouse is saying that he's going to try and gaze the witch, which I understand that. I get that bit, but it seems a bit early, especially when you're stunned.
And also, that's a 4+ gaze. Contrary to normal vampires gaze, it's a 4+ instead of 3+, which makes a big difference.
Yeah, I'm surprised the elves went in full force with the fight straight up, really.
Indeed. When do you think the Dark Keys will try to score?
I think he'll play this out. I think he'll want to be 1-0 up first half, and then he'll try and break. I think he'll be quite aggressive defensively in the second half. And it's a very mobile ball carrier, so yeah, he's not going to be in too much hassle here yet. It's very early days. I know it's turn 4, but it's very early days, really.
Yes. One thing also, the Nurgles only have one pair. Wait, no, one player with tentacles. So they don't usually keep the Dark Elves in place.
No, I mean, you've got some around the beast now. But it looks like there's a good chance that the Dark Elves will break south now.
Last time I heard someone wanting to break the South, it was in 1861, so...
Oh, political.
That's a blitz on the somewhat a bit injured killer of Big F. And that's a POW. What will happen?
Not much, so just prone. Yeah, it looks like the Dark Elves are just starting to take control now.
The fact that it's turn 4 and nothing has died yet is quite saddening, to be fair.
I wonder if we'll see a timeout. I know.
Bonehead.
Peregrine is saying he's got lag, but we'll see.
Yes, that's very true. Oh, that's a 4 tentacles play by Big F. And that's a reroll used for no results.
Yeah, that's pure. Let's try and get a kill reroll.
Which I approve of personally. Just saying.
I do a lot. I do a lot of them as well, just through habit.
Also, Big F didn't use his blitz this turn whatsoever.
It's a bit of a slower start than I was anticipating to this game, to be honest.
Well, the first advice I give to any Bash coach is use your blitz every turn.
We mustn't forget he's got that prone gaze sidestep pesty ready to pounce if anyone comes through.
I say we give that specific Pestigore a nickname.
Useless.
I would call him Prone Bone, but that's just me.
You never know. He's the kind of player that will come and rescue and save the day at some point.
Or just do nothing for the next 5 turns and lose big of the game. One or the other. This is interesting. Peregrines trying to outbash the Nurgle, it seems.
Oh, is he setting up a surf here?
1D Surf versus minus 2D Surf. Let's go. And it fails.
It puts him in a bit of a spot now. As long as that beast stands up, you can probably do a bit of damage, surround those darkies at the top. Yeah, absolutely, Zed. Bit boxed in.
Leave it to the Frenchman about knowing boxers.
Still waiting for the first casualty of the game. We're missing that nice little sploop sound.
Yes, indeed.
I'm sure it will come eventually. Just like that.
And that's a POW.
Yeah, a big player as well. A lot of TV on that player.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the caster curse. I knew it was going to come. It's all about timing.
Would you call that a powwow?
Not quite, Flakes. No. But I think there's a bit of a danger here now. Nergs have committed to the centre of the park there. He's got to move that Pestigore up, I think. Crikey. Yeah, that's better. There's still an option here for the Darkies. I'm not sure, Gritter, actually. But I think if you would first me to call them Dark Elves, I will do.
No, that is not okay, Zed.
So here we've got the killer Pestigore boxed in by 4 Dark Elves. One sat there nicely with Mighty Blow. But that would only be... No, he's not going to get that.
If I were Persians, I'd probably dodge out with the Witch Elf and then pass to that same Witch Elf.
Yeah, it certainly takes him out. And you've got to take, yeah, the unskilled sidestep gaze. Oh, here we go. So he's leaping. Who's he going to blitz? Yeah, that's exactly what I thought would come. And he's out. So a good KO there.
That's a knockout on the prone bone Pestigore. Ooh, that might be a surf. Never mind.
No, not quite. No, it's not. But it does leave the Nergs in a bit of trouble up north there.
Yes.
But I think the Blitz is going to have to do something with the ball because there is a Pestigore on him, although he's going to need a power. But we'll see.
Would you say that winter is coming for the north? Oh, that's going to be a pass. What's going to happen?
I can see an interception.
I hope for that.
Oh no, he's going to leap first.
This is a weird one. Where's he going to leap?
Or is he just going to pass? Oh, the tension, the tension.
Well, I sure hope that player passes away.
Oh,
wow.
Okay, and here we go then. So this makes it a little bit more interesting.
That was a 5+ pass.
Yeah, I mean, he had to do something because the ball, he was in the way of a Pesty, so he would have been blitzed. Maybe he could have got to safety in the top right hand corner, I think. But yeah, strange from Peregrine there. Not a play I would have thought I'd see him make.
Nerves got to him, maybe.
Yeah, maybe the pressure. What I can see happening here, Flicks, is he'll get the ball, but he'll lose it, and then the elves are on the complete free attack up there. But we'll see.
Well, Big If just has to make a pickup. Hopefully.
But even if he makes the pickup, he's not out of the woods, is he?
True, but it's going to be difficult for the Dark Elves to steal that away.
Yeah, and also he's bashed around, and now his beast is now in contact with nobody. I think that's probably a bit of a mistake.
I will refrain from commentating about that particular Pestigore's name.
Oh, nice card at the right time.
And the greased shoes comes out.
Old dirty banjo, indeed.
He's in all kinds of kazooies after that banjo picked up the ball.
Okay, so the play here is you've got to get somebody on the ball. I still think he's going to try and blitz with Socrates, but it's a 5+ sprint to blitz. Going to be interesting. Socrates.
You better hope the blitzer makes the 5+, because if not, you can just blitz away and score.
Oh, Bill and Ted style, Britta. Good call. They are actually making a new Bill and Ted film. Believe it or not.
I'm sure this will show my age, but what's a Bill and Ted?
No, they really are, Gritter. True. Both of them are signed up. Oh, that is huge.
That's a pow.
That is a huge. Knockout. Yeah, that's huge. Okay. So now, like I said before, there's a break on for the Elves here. Be interested to see what he does, whether he's going to try and do something with those Elves, whether dodge them out. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, this went from really good for Big F to really bad for Big F.
I could see it happening, though. I could see that happening. It was one of those things where you think you're safe and you think, yes, I've got the upper hand here, and somebody just comes along and spoils it.
Wait, he didn't go for the surf?
No, but this is going to be interesting because obviously he's only got one turn to score. So if I was the Nurgle player now, if I was Big F, I would be trying to get as much DP around those players as possible.
I might go for the dodge out and try to pick up the ball with the AG2 Pestigore.
Yeah, just to clarify that there is a couple of mutations. Phoenix 13, that there's a lineman with big hand and there's a blitz with disturbing presence. He won them in the Warpstone Open. Ooh, okay. I wouldn't have moved the beast there myself.
I would have dodged out with the Pestigore to try to put a tackle zone on the ball. Maybe even pick it up.
That's a big ask to pick that ball up.
That's a big ask to flicks. Okay, I'll stop.
Oh, dear. Okay, so turn 8. This is a big turn for Piri. He's got to make something of this. There's plenty of people that can collect the ball, but with all the disturbing presence around, because he's going to have to get close to pass as well. So it's time for some big dice. Well, same size dice, but big numbers. Not like giant dice. That would be ridiculous. Soul crates. I could even tell you what the storyline is, but that would be a spoiler.
I couldn't tell you what that movie was, like for any amount of time.
No, the storyline for the new one.
Define new.
It is worth watching, and the second one. Yes, they are making a new one. Right, so let's get back on to it.
Let's get right into the game.
So he's probably gonna pass to the AG5 blitzer, we think.
Well, that's not a great place to pass.
Or is he going to pass to the witch elf and then hand off?
First roll is made, and there's the pass action. What's going to happen? Stay tuned for more.
Oh, he's going to leap pass. Oh.
What?
No, I'm confused. I like leap passing.
Oh, and that's a fail.
That's the half over now. Let's see if any damage can be done before the second half.
Kill the man.
Reroll. No, that's a shame.
That's a bloody shame, mate.
I don't sound like that. It's funny how people think it's the same all over. Like, if I do an American accent, I'm aware there's different dialects, but it will just be an American accent.
I would probably go for the boot on the down the lineup.
Well, you've got plenty of players in reserve, so yeah, absolutely. I'd probably I'd be fouling the legend.
With no assists or one assist?
Yeah, one assist. With dirty player, I think that is worth it. Oh, weak again. Okay. Well, as they set up, I'm just going to get myself another drink, and I'll be back in a minute. So you're on your own, Flix. Heaven forbid.
All by myself. So hello, for everyone watching. I am Astaflix, a first-time commentator on a big game. Nice to meet you all.
Okay, I'm back. And nothing has happened. So we're waiting for the setup. The new storyline for the new Bill and Ted movie is that they're all grown up and oh my goodness, singing. They're all grown up and basically the song that they wanted to write to change the world hasn't worked. So they go back in time again to try and change it.
Wow, that's actually a pretty good storyline. I might have to check that out.
It's to be fair, it's the same as the first film.
Oh, well, I didn't see the first film. I wasn't born yet.
Okay, so we've got a nice spread out setup from Peregrine. How do you think this will play out? Who do you think's the stronger coach here in this half? I think Peregrine is pretty good defensively. And I would say Big F is probably weaker offensively. So maybe the two together will cause some havoc.
I'm hoping that Claw Mighty Blow works and makes this whole half completely useless.
Was that your mum in the background there, Flix?
I'll be back.
I think Flix has got to go and ask for another half an hour before his bedtime. I was joking, AD. I was joking. AD, is there anything you don't know? You're like a fountain of knowledge. I actually think, AD, you're not real. You know, like Legion is in Iron Man. What it starts out as, you're like that for Krista. You're just a patch in.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sure everybody missed me.
Okay, here he is. So, nice, easy lineup. Straight.
Leave a comment on. Leave a comment on this web zone and I'll send you a pizza roll. So what do you think will happen in this half, Throwaway?
Well, if the Nurgle don't win, they'll either lose or draw.
That's very true.
I think Nurgle will get too aggressive. They'll rely on hitting too much. And they'll put themselves in a position where the Dark Elves will easily capitalize on a failed block somewhere. That's what I predict.
Okay, let's see how it happens. I predicted dominating 4-0 Nurgle victory.
Interesting that he blocks with the beast to begin with.
No, but really, I think Big F's going to win 1-0 after completely removing Peregrine's team.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I still think the Dark Elves will nick it 1-0.
Well, the Dark Elf coach sure is taking his time for the sidestep. Well, that's the first POW of this half. Let's see what happens. Yes, AD, you know your German pronouns. Also, Gritter.
See, okay. He's got the ball now. I was slightly concerned that there's not enough cover for the Nurgle team, but he's just putting it into place now. I tend to put cover in place before I get the ball.
Big F has to foul, right? He just has to.
I'm not so sure. I wouldn't want to get sent off and be a player down against the Elves, but it looks like he's going to.
He has 2 bribes.
Oh, he does have bribes. I've forgotten about the bribes. There's one gone.
Good grief, Charlie Brown.
The ball is indeed in blitzing range, just. I like to see an assassin. I know people don't like assassins that much, but I love to see an assassin.
So expensive for AV7.
I know, but they stab things. Sometimes. I also play Dark Elves, AD.
I also play Dark Elves.
Here we go. So here's the blitz on the ball carrier. This could be big. I told you. Leave it open. Drum roll, please. Oh, maybe he's not. Oh no, just a misclick on the choice. Oh no! Okay, that's worth a boot.
It's the year of the cat.
Okay, so what I think that Nurgle will do now is hopefully try and strengthen their position, get it caged up. They've got the chance to.
I'd blitz the Agility 5 Leap Mighty Blow Blitzer. And then boot him to death.
Yeah, I think the Nurgle, they're just too spaced out at the minute. There's too many ins, unless he sorts himself out now.
That's a weird blitz. That's a weird reroll.
Well, no, he had sidestep, so he would be on the tackle. But it's an easy out on a 2+.
That's a 2+ dodge with dodge. instead of the 2+ GFI and the 2-die blitz. Also, I'm not a big fan of basing the strip baller that's not stunned with your ball carrier.
Well, that's a good KO. It's a good KO. It's a risky KO, although the shorthand so strip ball wouldn't have been a part of that. But still, it's a good KO, that is.
Yes, apologies. The ball carrier did not have dodge. He did have 2 heads, however.
Yeah, Morehouse, and that's what I was trying to say. It's just there's too many. It's too open. They're too spread out. So why he's not caged up, I don't know. It's almost as if he's relying on putting some tackle on people and hoping the elves fail, like you say.
I mean, Big F is up 1 man, which means if the ball keeps rolling, we might see a Nurgle victory.
That's very true, but we all know that you only need a couple of elves on the pitch to score.
Very true.
It's going to be a tense second half here. It's quite exciting. It's a good game.
Yes, good game, good game. What do you think the Dark Elves will try to do?
Well, he can get 1, 2, counting. All right, it's blitzable. Yeah, you can get 2D on there.
Well, maybe not.
Well, as long as he doesn't fail now.
Or as they say, maybe it will all be for naught. That's a 1-die blitz.
Yeah, I can't understand what he's doing there. Could have got 2D, but he might have failed the dodge from the other player. So, oh, he's going that way. Okay, nice. And there we go. See, cheeky elves.
Well, not a great scatter for the elves. Ha! Boot that man! Well, that's not great for the Nurgles.
It's not at all. They're going to struggle to recover the ball.
Thankfully, no sidestep on the ball means you can push them away quite easily.
That's true. Yeah, you can get both away as long as you get a hit.
Oh, that's not a great place to go unless you want to chain push.
No, unless I think he's going to push the Witch Elf, push the Blitz. So as long as you get down, and you've got a free pass there, and you to get the ball.
What?
Or not.
What?
Okay, so now second plan is cover the ball with as many tackle zones as possible.
I mean, I apologize, but what?
Again, or not? And he's getting behind the elves. That's dangerous.
I'm not one to judge, but what is Big F's plan now? Oh, just
okay. Stick the boot in. Yeah.
That's also how I got a girlfriend. What? What? What's happening, guys?
There's obviously some play that we don't know about that's here, so let it unfold.
Just let it go, let it go.
It reminds me of my play style. If I don't know what I'm doing, then my opponent isn't going to know what I'm doing.
That's true, but concerning at the same time. I mean, that's still only 2 tackle zone on the ball, which means with AG5, it's a 3+ pickup.
That's true, but your AG5 is on the floor.
That's true. Why is he taking this block? That's a very crucial piece. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a super easy situation for the Dark Elves, but your first priority is to get the ball, because you're not going to outbash an Nurgle team. Or at least you shouldn't try to.
Yeah, it happens very rarely unless you've got some Mighty Blow, a lot of Mighty Blow players on your team.
Yeah, but what's he trying to do now? Side push?
Oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah, but now you don't have like you do have the ball, but you don't have any free Dark Elves to pick it up. So you basically don't have the ball.
You have the ball now.
Well, true.
But that was the scatter there was lucky. I mean, it could have gone absolutely anywhere, and it just happened to fall right next to the witch elf that had done the magic work there, and fallen into cover quite nicely as well.
Big If is too nice for himself.
Well, to be honest, I mean, that shouldn't have happened if... Well, it wouldn't have happened if the turn had been played differently, perhaps.
True.
Good game.
Well, you can still chain the beast on the ball if you really want to. It's just slightly more difficult.
Okay, could do with a casualty here, really, just to make him sweat a little bit. What's he going to do here? Oh. Okay.
Oh, that's a good POW. That's a really nice POW.
Well, it is and it isn't, because if he doesn't get a casualty, then you've got a guard stood next to him.
Yeah. Oh, no, you should have break tackled the beast onto the ball. Oh, the humanity. Now kill the AG5.
Okay.
Yes!
I would have preferred something worse than that, but we'll take it. So bribes are gone. A few less players on. I'm not biased at all. No, I just obviously I'm invested because whoever wins, I play next. So blood for everyone, please. Thank you. Okay, so we've got a situation here where the Witch Elf can either try and blitz out, but it would be 1 dice, or she can dodge out. That's 2+, but the Pesty has tackle, and they've failed quite a lot.
Well, just wait for snakes. That's how you do it.
Yeah, dodge and run is the way to go.
If the Witch Elf fails the first dodge, would you reroll that?
Yeah.
Even if it's your last reroll?
I just reroll everything.
Ah, fair enough. Yes, like tentacles, or tackle, or tentacles. What?
Okay.
So that's the blitz down. Okay. Is he gonna pass?
I think he might do, yeah.
What?
Pass with a reroll. Get it up there.
I mean, that's a 5+ pass, if I'm not mistaken. Like, no matter what.
And there we go. That was a good play by Peregrine there, to be fair. And yeah, I think that probably is game. So now unleash hell on the rest of them.
Well, oh, that's unfortunate.
Ooh, yeah.
And the fat lady sings.
Yeah, that felt like a bit of a desperation blitz there. He could have done lots of other stuff before that.
Well, on that note, it's looking real grim for the Nurgles.
Yeah, it is indeed. But let's see what they can do in terms of damage to these elves. Try and make their next game not so easy. But like we said at the start, Flicks, you know, the Dark Elf team is, what was it, 2750 TV?
Yeah, they're
It's hard,
insane.
yeah, it's hard to play up to that sometimes. You've got to take the right, if you're going to take inducements, you've got to take the right ones. Whether Big F did or not, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'd have taken. Certainly not a magic card.
I love Magic. I play it all the time.
Boom. And they just run away.
Running away from you.
Okay. Now we need the foul to come. I think the crowd want it. I think we all want to see it. When a legend player like that is on the floor, you do have to put the loot in.
Yeah, when a legend player is on the floor getting ready for more. That's a lot of power that Big F really needed like earlier in that half.
Okay, so he's putting a little bit of pressure on the ball. Just to see what happens with that. I think there's enough players back there to cage up and protect that ball easily. How is he going to foul the witch first?
Which is it? Ha!
No, it's not. Come on, let's see what happens. Rubbish! So it seems the game's pretty much over. It seems like it's just done and dusted, really. I don't think there's much that Big F can do. I think Perigan or cage it up here, like I've said, just make everything safe and stall it out for the next couple of turns.
Yeah, just stall it out. Don't risk it. I say for every dead elf until the end of this game, we buy Big F a beer.
Why do you want me to buy beer, Dom? Okay, here comes the boot again on the legend player.
I'd still try the blitz because I still do want to win.
Yeah, you've got nothing to lose, have you?
Yeah, I mean, just try it. That's not the blitz I was talking about.
Well, maybe he can get a couple of he can get a tackle zone on the ball though. Or not. Okay, there we go.
Would you say this game was a major disappointment?
Nice. It was. Thing is, it was going quite well until a couple of turns ago. Really, I think. Nergs probably messed it up a little bit mid second half with positional play there.
Yeah, Big If's game plan really took a dark turn.
Flix, this is terrible, man.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a couple of specs that don't want me to do any more puns because they fear it might drive them to insanity T. Or insanity, if you would.
Yeah, well, there we go. Peregrine scored. Puts 1 on the scoreboard. Big F's given up.
Yep.
But that's okay. I mean, you do give up now, unless there's a riot and it takes it 1 back. Sorry, so you've got 2 turns to score. But other than that,
Well, to answer your question, Gritter, it's because of our gritty commentary that your ears are bleeding. Both make you bleed on the inside.
So we've got the last part here, last couple of turns. Let's see if Big F can do any damage to the Dark Elves.
Would you go for the one-turn touchdown there?
Well, that relies on knowing how to do it, doesn't it?
Very true.
This will be a straightforward, let's see how many we can kill turn.
That's going to be another foul. Woohoo!
So last turn for the Nurgle here. They have lost, but they're going to take people with them as they go down. I do hope, indeed. Yes, Gritter. It's been an interesting game with some interesting decisions by both coaches, to be fair. It's a shame I would love to get him back on Discord. We did it with Morehouse once, where we interviewed Morehouse after one of his major games. He lost. But it would be great to get people on and just kind of talk through what their decisions were and their thought process, because you know what it's like. It's easy to watch, isn't it, and say, well, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this. But actually, until you're playing the game, you don't always see the obvious, do you?
Yeah, and I mean, none of us commentators will ever reach anything like a top 16 in a major or something like that. It's just not gonna happen.
Well, you know.
So, are you happy about the end of this game? No Dark Elf.
There's,
Perfect
yeah,
day.
there's no serious injuries. It's a full 2,750 TV team to take on. But fair play to Peregrine. He played a good game there. I think he probably the better coach in that game. With clearly the more powerful team in a sense because of all the TV. There's lots of tools to play with, isn't there? So it's
Yes.
going to be a big task to beat them.
I do hope you beat them, though. It would be amazing to see like such a fun person reach the top 4.
Yeah, let's see what happens. But to everybody listening, thank you very much. I've been Throwek.
And I've been Flix.
And we'll see you again soon. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.